Good day, everyone. Our new topic about exploring eating disorders or the feeding disorders one. So, I am right now presenting the presentation about our discussion for this session. So, we have the eating disorder. To start in feeding and eating disorder, we have first to look on exploring no, yung eating disorders. So once we try to look no what is eating disorder or feeding disorder, it is somehow no discuss the individuals with eating disorder a feel of relentless and all-encompassing drive to be thin, no, as they describe within this exploring one in eating disorder and overwhelmingly no overwhelmingly young females from middle to upper class families are discovered to have this no eating disorders who live in socially competitive environments, especially to drown away the figures or whatever it is no for the eating disorder described in this one live only in Western countries until recently, no? That what they have na discovered itong mga eating disorders. So it began kasi in the early period of the Western cultures, no? For where they describe yung mga ganitong idea of the eating disorders. So the eating disorders are widespread and increased, no? Dramatically in about yung 1960s to 1995 one. So, we have yung feeding and eating disorders included yung ating mga major types like the bulimia, anorexia, or the binge eating one. Also, we have yung obesity, but it is not no as categorized or included in the DSM-5, but still no, it is a concept of a number one causes of death and one that have a problem in the world. No, it is considered as one of the most dangerous no epidemics confronting in the terms of public health no authorities, and it is not only on the western no countries but all around the world no are today's experience this obesity one na meron tayo. So to start no we have here yung ating mga mentioned kanina na major types of eating disorder ng bulimia, no? We have yung anorexia and the binge eating disorder na meron tayo. And among of that, no, yung anorexia nervosa has the highest mortality rate of any psychological disorder no reviewed for this book na meron tayo that you are using. And of course, it is characterized naman yung ating other major types of eating disorder like yung bulimia is out of control of the eating episodes, then or binges no na tinatawag, and followed by self-induced no, vomiting or excessive use of laxatives no, na tinatawag, or two other attempts no purge to get rid of the food that they've been intake. No? And yung anorexia and nervosa naman, person eats no, only minimal amount of food or exercise no, vigorously to offset food intake to body weight sometimes drop dangerously na tinatawag. Well, yung binge eating na disorder is repeatedly and find it distressingly na tinatawag to kung saan they do not attempt to purge the food, no? The characteristics is overwhelming, no? All-encompassing na drive to between one na meron tayo na kung saan na doon sa anorexia naman mas lalong bumabawas no yung lowered of the sufficient number of the food na kinakain. So yung binge eating natin, ayan, kain ng kain na kung saan sobra, no? And out of control of food binges one na meron tayo. So to start in exploring in eating disorder, we have prevalent no eating disorders na makikita natin which is these three major types, yung bulimia nervosa, anorexia nervosa, at saka yung ating tinatawag na binge eating disorder. No? In this one, no, makikita natin sa bulimia, dieting results, no, in out of control binge eating episodes are followed by purging, no, that the one that characteristics that is different no, with other eating disorder. And while the anorexia is which food intake cut dramatically naman, Ibig sabihin, they are lessening the intake of food that results to substantial weight loss and sometimes dangerously low body weight na tinatawag. So very thin, no? And while here, yung atin namang exploring and the disorders of the eating and feeding na meron tayo, again, it's a feel a relentless, encompassing drive to be thin one na meron tayo when we try to look on that one sa anorexia, no? Tsaka sa binge one. And overwhelmingly young females from middle to upper class no families who live socially competitive environments ang may mga ganitong cases no, of scenario live in Western no, countries until recently, yung mga ganyan na-encounter natin previously on the report, on the book no, or in the journal that they have used to research to that one. And some of this no, of the feeding no, disorders are included yung ating PICA. No? Yung PICA is characterized no, or discussed here as in diagnostic criteria describe yung persistent eating of non-nutritive no, or non-food substance over a period of at least 1 month. Pag sinabing non-nutritive no, or non-food substance, yung mga makikita natin dyan, yung mga hindi masustansya, no, o hindi mga pagkaing natural na kinakain ng mga normal na kultura ng bansa na meron tayo. So, number 2 or na letter B is sinasabi dito, we have eating of non-nutritive or non-substances is inappropriate to developmental level of the individual na meron tayo. So, yun yung makikita natin as we explore further on the eating no, on PICA disorder. So, which we can see no, yung mga individuals who are eating non-nutritive and non-food substance in the development level na of the individual that might be seen to them no na pwede natin makita. Marami tayong pwedeng makuha o magamit with that no issue na pwede nating sabihin o i-include natin diyan. So, like yung mga other materials that we have used no, as an example of that when we tried to use of this in the eating or PICA disorders. All right. Sorry for the technicalities. Going back now, we have yung pika nga again. It is na the characteristics of persistent eating of non-nutritive and non-food substances. Again, it's all about no inappropriate level in developmental of individual on eating of non-nutritive or non-food substances. It is included yung mga tinatawag natin typically substances that we ingested, yung paper, yung soap, no, yung clothes, yung hair, yung wool, yung soil, no, yung chalk, yung talcum powder, yung mga paint or yung gum, no, yung mga pebbles, or yung mga coal, ash, clay, no, kaya yung mga starch or ice. These no are called as non-food na tinatawag because of agnosis of PICA does not apply yung ingestion of diet foods that having no of minimal nutritional content na tinatawag or yung value. So, yung letter C naman, eating behavior is not part of culturally supported or socially normative practices na meron tayo. Kasi in some populations, the eating no, of earth or the other similarly non-nutritive substances is believed no, to be spiritual under practices. It could be a medicinal to other social values or maybe culturally suggested socially normative practices that such behavior does not warrant a diagnosis PICA no, on the criterion letter C that being mentioned here by the DSM-5 on diagnostic criteria for PICA. So, yun yung mga meron tayo. While on the associatedness of the comorbidity of the other disorder, like what I have mentioned on yung non-nutritive food, na kasama dyan yung hair, that's why no, trichotillomania, it's an issue no, that being used to associated with PICA. And yung skin peaking, yung scoriation na tinatawag, is a disorder that comorbid no with the PICA disorder na meron tayo na pwede natin makita. So that's the issue na pwede nating sabihin when we describe this idea of the diagnostic features. On the next one, on diagnostic criteria for rumination disorder. So diagnostic features is previously na tinatawag na swallowed food that may be partially digested is brought up into the mouth without apparent nausea, involuntary retching or disgust na tinatawag. So yung food may be ritured or been rejected from the mouth or is swallowed, and regurgitations or rumination disorder should be frequent occurring at least several times per week or typically daily na tinatawag na pwede nating makita with the suggestions of ideas. And this na makikita natin, it should be not repeated regurgitations na tinatawag, not treatable or attributable in associated gastrointestinal or other medical conditions. And yung eating disturbances does not occur exclusively during the course of anorexia, binge or bulimia, or avoidant restrictive food intake. And at the same time, we have here yung development, of course, which is onset under rumination disorder can occur in the infancy and childhood and adolescence, adulthood, and most of them is they started at the age onset of the infants and usually between 3 to 12 months na period na pwede natin makita. So, as we can see, yung infants, naman ay frequently remits yung spontaneously na tinatawag natin. But it's the course na can be protracted by result to medical emergency kung kinakailangan, kung severe malnutritions dun sa mga bata. And can be potentially fatal, that dangerously that be because lead to the death, particularly sa infancy nga na tinatawag natin. So that's the idea of this one that we might be seeing in the rumination disorder that we have might be discovered. And we have here yung diagnostic criteria for avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, which describe an eating or feeding disturbances or disturbance which apparent lack of interest of eating food and avoidance based on the sensory characteristics of food that you might see through her the senses or his senses. They may be concerned about aversive consequences of eating. Pwede din yun as the intake of this food as manifested din yung kanyang persistent failure to meet appropriate nutritional or energy need associated one or more of the following na pwede natin makita. So like here, yung significant weight loss or failure to achieve no expected weight gain or faltering yung growth in children, significant nutritional deficiency, or dependence on enteral feeding or oral nutritional supplements, or marked interference with psychosocial functionings na meron tayo. So in other words, yung diagnostic features niya is in some individuals, food avoidance or restricted, or restriction may be based on the sensory characteristics of qualities of food. Katulad nga yung extreme sensitivity to appearance, na ayaw ng ganitong color, ayaw ng ganitong itsura. So they may be not feel to please to eat with this food na tinatawag nila. According dito, pwede din makita natin sa sensitivity appearance yung color, consider yung smell din, yung texture, yung temperature, at the same time yung taste, that the one that we might be intake na into our body. So, sunod is yung mga such behavior na describe yung restrictive eating, yung selective eating, choosy eating, preservant eating, yung chronic food refusal, and the erate the food smell of the being eaten by others. So yun yung pwedeng matawag natin sa kanila na yung masyadong choosy na tinatawag right now on our jargon. So we have food avoidance or restriction may also represent yung condition na negative response associated with food intake following or in anticipation of an aversive experience. Katulad ng choking, traumatic investigation, usually involving yung gastrointestinal tract na tinatawag, or repeated vomiting. So these terms are called yung mga functional dysphagia, or yung globus hystericus na tinatawag, and used for some conditions, no, na ganitong pangyayari, no, o pwedeng makita natin, and the disturbances, no, of the avoidant restrictive food intake. So we have here, no, and we go to the uh, major types of eating disorder. So the one that we have is the bulimia nervosa, no? Meron tayo. Very evident and very thing na makikita natin that is good, no, na yung first three one na meron tayo is we have already mentioned, because yung bulimia nervosa is the one that has no frequent disorder that experienced by many of the Western society or cultures na country na meron tayo. So the first one, yung bulimia natin is described, no, as involved of beinging, no, o yung compensatory behavior. So yung beinging na tinatawag natin involves yung sweet foods, and it is more likely to occur and when someone is alone after a negative social encounter daw na tinatawag, and in the more or even in the morning or afternoon situations. One is striking the difference between anorexia and bulimia is weight loss. And people with anorexia naman is lose tremendous amount of weight. Whereas now with bulimia nervosa, hindi siya katulad nun. So that is the counterpart, no, of this one. So again, yung bulimia is typically begins in the late adolescence and it's more common in women than men. So in description often co-occurs with bulimia, no, and each condition appears to be a risk factor for the other. Dangerous change to body can also occur as the result of bulimia, and such menstrual problems, tearing in the stomachs and throat, and even the swelling of the salivary glands na meron tayo. Because of doing, no, na ginagawa niya after eating or compensatory behavior na ginagawa niya. So like here, yung bulimia nervosa is out of control of consumption excessive amounts of food, no, that mean that mostly non-nutrition foods, no, within the short time na meron tayo. So again, alam naman natin na ang bulimia nervosa, they're eating, no, yung mga foods din that at the same time uh, these are larger amounts, no, ng mga junk food, mga uh, foods na non-nutritive, no, kaysa dun sa mga fruits and vegetables that are usually ni people eat, no, with other that ages na meron tayo. So they are experienced, no, as out of control of eating of the foods, no, or that what you call, no, yung mga binge eating, no. But here, the major hallmark of the bulimia nervosa is yung pag-purging techniques niya to compensate, no, to attempt after binge eating the potential to weight gain na meron siya. So that's why they make na yung ating purging after eating, no, a large food that he intake, no, of the non-nutritious food, no, for a short time. So yung ating elimination of food through self-induced na vomiting or abuse or laxatives or diuretics, no, yun yung ginagawa niya o ginagamit niya just to not to get, no, all of the nutritions about or included, no, on the substance na meron siyang kinain. So pero hindi pa din. Konti lang nakuha na natin din yung nutritions o yung nutrients na contain nun ng food na yun that we have intake after the purging one na meron tayo. Because it's already swallowed, no, on our stomach. So to compensate for binges, some bulimics, no, exercise excessively or fast between binges one na meron tayo. So that's the image or the behavior of these people, no, who have suffered from bulimia nervosa. Vomiting may enlarge salivary glands, no, because uh, uh, after repeatedly making, no, yung vomiting, no, na pag-purge niya. So that's the problems naman. Nagkakaroon siya ng chubby face, no, and erodental enamel, no, on that part, on the mouth, no, partitions, and cause electrolyte imbalance resulting cardiac failure or kidney problems after too much of purging, no, of this mouth, no, to swallow out, no, yung ating food that we have intake, no, and they weight usually within 10% of the normal, no, na meron tayo. Age is unset and typically 18 to 21 years of age, although it can be early, no, as 10 can be happen, no, na meron tayo. So, in diagnostic criteria in bulimia nervosa, makikita din natin doon, no, yung ganyang idea that we have yung eating, no, in discrete period of time in the within the window of the 2 hour period, no, na makikita natin, and amount of food that is definitely large than the most people, no, would eat during similar period of time or under the circumstances. Ibig sabihin, they are really eating, no, of amount of food of larger, no, or too much one na meron tayo. So they have the sense of lack of control over eating during the episode one na meron tayo. And recurrent inappropriate compensatory behavior, no, na makikita when seen, no, a person who have bulimia nervosa. And together with that, no, makikita natin ah merong mga makikita doon na ah, development sa course na kung saan there is a commonly begins, no, yung sa adolescence or young adulthood, and onset niya is before puberty or after the age is 40 is uncommon then. And when we experiencing multiple stressful life events, we are also can precipitate yung onset of bulimia nervosa for what we have doing, no, to directly inverse yung mga meaning na yan ng in-life stressors na in-life ng persons. Disturbed eating behaviors yung persist of last several years in the high percentage of clinical samples na meron tayo. And significantly, no, elevated risk for mortality din siya, all cause, no, na meron tayo that we might be seeing for some of the researches that been conducted na makikita natin. On the culture-related diagnostic issues, yung bulimia nervosa has been reported then to occur roughly, no, and similar frequently in the most industrialized countries like yung USA, Canada, no, and many European countries na meron tayo. So, in clinical studies daw, nasabi din dito, yung bulimia nervosa in the state, no, and the United, is individuals are presenting yung disorders, no, are primarily yung mga white. So, dito makikita natin yung disorder occurs in the other ethnic groups, no, with prevalence comparable, no, yung estimated prevalence in observed, no, with the white samples conducted in the researches during that time on the sample populations. And we have yung comorbidity natin, no, with this, yung with mental disorders, common with bulimia nervosa that most experience at least one or other mental disorder may experiencing yung multiple comorbidities. So it's not limited to particular subset but rather occurs across a wide range of mental disorder. So katulad ng mga increase na yung frequency of depressive symptoms like yung low self-esteem, bipolar and depressive disorder. So particularly, yun yung mga pwede nating makita that with individuals na with bulimia nervosa, no, because of that one. So they make me feel na yung feeling towards help to the development of their own selves, no, on the self-esteem. So we have yung next one. Uh, Yan, treatment for bulimia nervosa using the drugs, no, or the drug treatment as such, antidepressants, no, for us to able to address yung mga medical na pwede nating ibigay sa kanya. Short-term CBT, no, address behavior, attitudes, and shape, no, and para mabago din siguro yung eating pattern niya and to compensate yung kanyang mga needs na dapat kailangan lang. Interpersonal psychotherapy, improve yung interpersonal functioning for whatever happened due to the results of this bulimia nervosa one. And it tends to be chronic, it's left untreated, no, if this, no, napabayaan or we're not able to put an attention, no, with this an issue na meron tayo. While on the other hand, makikita naman natin dito yung anorexia nervosa that is one of the part of the major types of eating disorder na meron tayo. So makikita natin dito sa ating anorexia nervosa, no, na very popular din siya na kung saan yung ating anorexia nervosa is described, no, as intense fear of obesity. So dito makikita natin na kung saan yung persistent pursuit of thinness, research dissatisfaction with weight loss is an idea of with the disorder of the anorexia nervosa na meron tayo. So, pero dito, yung both anorexia and bulimia are characterized no, of more with fear of gaining weight and losing control over eating. So, yun yung design nila. So, that's why they have this same characteristics na similarly na to each other. But they have differ, no, when in ends to outcome of the results na meron sila. And in the bulimia one, incomparable, no. So, the major difference na seems to whether yung individual is successful na of losing weight na kailangan natin makita. And yung people with anorexia are profound or not are proud of both no na meron siya ng diets no and their extraordinary control no, with their eatings. People with bulimia naman are ashamed of both eating issues no and their lack of control na tinatawag na makikita natin. So again, yung ating idea ng anorexia nervosa is meron tayong severe caloric restriction often with excessive exercise, sometimes with verging to point not to semi-starvations na tinatawag na makikita natin. That they intended to do it, no, yung mga ganyang bagay. And severely limiting caloric intake, halos bawasan na nila yung normal calories na dapat na need ng body inappropriate no with the age, the body weight no or in the normal situations na meron tayo as our body uh, deal with no with our daily needs. So we have yung mga makita natin yung weight no at least 15% below normal, dun na bumababa no yung anorexia nervosa hanggang doon sa maging malnourished yung itsura of type na pa yan. Their average age of inset is between 18 to 21 years of age with younger cases na trending begin at 15 because of many no, women are different the stages of anorexia are yung mga itsura na gusto nilang maging looks no like now yung mga mga essential supplements na ginagamit nila in trying to lessen no, yung kanilang mga body shapes no or they are more concerned on the body shapes. And yung mga meron tayo dito in the specifies of the DSM-5 sa anorexia meron tayong dalawang ano po dalawang types or two subtypes yung restrictive no or restricting type kanina no and then it is individuals diet to limit yung calorie na ini-intake nila. And in the binge eating purging type naman is they rely on purging that they do it no for themselves to compensate yung mga ganitong ideas. And to go further, yung mga may anorexia are never satisfied with their weight no that they are lost. That's why no they staying the same weight from one day to the next no or gaining any weight is likely to cause yung intense panic or anxiety or depression with result to them. And then they continue weight loss no every day for weeks and to end it's satisfactory yung kanilang gustong ma-achieve na kapayatan or pagiging thinner. Another key criteria ng isang anorexia is yung marked disturbances in body image. So that's why makikita nyo talagang really no a malnourished picture of their very thin of the wala na talagang laman. There are really bones na lang, parang skeleton that they are walking no on your front. And we have yung diagnostic criteria for anorexia here, which is restrictions no, of energy intake relative no, to the requirements, leading to significantly low body weight to the context of age, sex, no, developmental trajectory, and physical health. So very important to take note that our age and sex and developmental trajectory and the physical health are relatively congruent because if it is not congruent or in the exact ano po yung body weight of BMI body mass index natin, then therefore we are masasabi nating malnourished, or if it is too much we have obesity, we are suffering from such that one. And we have significant low weight defined no, as weight that is less than minimally normal, or for children and adolescents less than minimally expected, as per they have no yung body mass index na tinatawag natin. So, dapat kailangan makita natin yung sa anorexia nervosa, yung 17 kilogram that is ideal and the nationwide BMI percentile in the adolescents na makikita natin. No? yung mga moderate and severe and extreme, that is too much or below on the ground of how we percentile no, should be correspondingly see yung per ages or category ng isang tao o yung kanyang dapat na wini-weight no in the kilograms one na meron tayo. So yun po yung dapat na makita natin when we are describing of this one, of the anorexia nervosa. So we have yung treatment is hospitalization at below no percent below normal weight because yun nga sobrang ano na nila need na nila ng nutrition. So that's why hospitalization is number one reason no or the one of the responses to be used to treated no this number one problem of loss of their weight. So kakabitan na sila ng swero and then they need to intake ng supplements and they need to eat na nutritious food for them to be able to back yung normal body weight nila as their age no corresponds with their ano yung meron sila on that pictures no. And we have yung outpatients, treatment or restore weight, correct dysfunctional attitudes, eating body shape. Pwedeng masok sa mga dietary yan. Family therapy that may be in use no to see, to encourage no and to help to support. Tends to be chronic or if left untreated siya. So medyo talaga left to that situation. So if this not treated no and this is a chronic type of disorder that we might be seeing no more resistant to treatment than bulimia yung kanyang comparison, no? So dahil nga ayaw nilang tumaba, ayaw nilang lumaki, o ayaw nilang madagdagan yung weight nila na makikita sa kanila. So we have yung uh, makikita din culture-related diagnostic no issues na kung saan yung anorexia occurs across culturally. So lahat yan nakaka-receive, kakaroon ng ganitong mga issues. And dahil nga sa way of body image of nowadays, no, of how we develop na yung mga model, yung mga actresses na meron tayo, and they have no, a significant no, feature sa mga fashions, and yung mga popular na perception of ideal body image of a person right now. So yun yung mga makikita natin, the ideas of this disorder. So the next or the last one of the major types is the binge eating. And the binge eating, no, similar to bulimia, makikita natin again, they are eating too much or yung kanilang characteristics no, o yung hallmark is eating no, a larger amounts of food. No, dito naman na kanaibahan na dito uh, sa bulimia, kung kanina ay nagpe-purging non-nutritive, no? Or more on junk food rather than yung mga fruits and vegetable and out of control sila with using of purging techniques. Dito sa binge eating, wala. Similar sa bulimia with out of control food binges, but no attempt to purge the food vomiting or laxatives or diuretics sa tinatawag or to compensate to excessive intake. Dito makikita yung physical and emotional stress or suffers from binge na alleviate na yung bad moods nila na they encounter with their social lives na meron sila. So, pwede yung mangyari. Binge eaters, yung mga nag-share ng some concerns about weight loss, body shape as individuals with anorexia and bulimia tends to affect more older people than either bulimia or anorexia one na meron tayo. So, in this one, yung makikita natin in the criteria ng binge eating, no, makikita doon yung status somehow different from the patterns, no, na meron tayo from the uh, major types of eating disorder. At makikita natin doon, no, with the binge eating disorder, some of them has have concerns about shape in weight as people know with anorexia and bulimia. And which distinguish din yung individual who are obese no without na binge eating disorder naman. And in this one, makikita natin yung bulimia, yung binge eating disorder natin no ay uh, among women no yung ganitong cases no adolescents girls are more at risk no with this no disorder no. And we have here yung also rin yung criteria of the binge eating disorder that you might be seeing yung recurrent episode of binge eating no of characteristics of the following like yung eating no a discrete period no within 2 hour and a definite larger, most people would eat in similar period under the similar circumstances na meron tayo. So pwede natin makita yan, no? Like in the bulimia that been mentioned, no, yung eating a discrete period of time, they are similar. Sense of lack of control, no, overeating during the episode, no, of feeling of one cannot be stopped, of eating control what of how much is eating, no, of an individual, no, in an ordinary one. So it's similar in the letter A that we have in the diagnostic criteria. And together with letter B, yung difference naman nila, yung binge eating episodes are associated with your monopoly eating much more rapidly than the normal. So ibig sabihin, bilis na kumain parang hindi ngunguya. They eat no than the they eat more than the normal, no, eating one, no, o pattern. So parang lahat na yata ng appetite nandoon, lahat na ng dishes nandoon, no. No, dapat ganun yung makita natin. And eating until feeling uncomfortably na full yung isang tao na makita na ganitong may uri ng binge eating. That talagang yung sobrang kain, gluttony na tinatawag, na sobrang kahit busog ka na, kain ka pa rin ng kain. Eating large of food when not feeling physically hungry, no, they're eating many foods, no, although they are not hungry, but they need to satisfy, no, yung mga ano nila, yung mga binge na tinatawag in eating, and yung many of the uh, urges nila to eat, no, to eat a large food. Eating alone because of feeling of embarrassed by how much one is eating na meron tayo. And they compensate din yung mga comorbid natin, mga disorders na makikita natin in the binge eating disorder po. So we have yung feeling disgusted na with oneself, depressed, over guilty, no, afterwards of this one na meron tayo. So that's the idea of the criteria ng ating binge eating disorder, no, na makikita natin. And again, no, yung comorbid ng binge eating, no, is associated with significant psychiatric comorbidity dapat that is comparable, no, to that bulimia nervosa and anorexia nervosa. And commonly comorbid naman siya to bipolar disorder, depressive, anxiety, and to lesser, no, degree na meron tayo on the substance use disorder. So like yung mga alcohol, pwede din yung i-binge, no, binge drinking, no, yung mga alcohol na meron tayo. So like yung mga marked distress of repeatedly binge eating is present. That's the idea na pwede natin makita. So treatment are use of cognitive behavior, no, to address the attitudes of eating and body shape that must be possessed, no, na dapat na meron ng isang normal individuals, unlike in the binge eating one, no, people who have suffer here. And through that, we will educate and help them, no, to take care of themselves and to control their behavior of eating of too much, no. Interpersonal therapy, no, to improve interpersonal functioning as an individual, for not eating, no, of to not to overly compensating yung mga binge eating na meron tayo as they want to eat, no, even though in the normal one na meron tayo. Drug treatments reduce things of feeling of hunger. They may be used, no, for them to be able to cut out, no, yung eating of too much of large amount of food. Self-help approach, no, help them to give them motivate and give them, no, a daily balance, no, or they needed, no, of the foods that need to eat in the daily basis one. On the other hand, meron naman tayong mga uh, tawag dito, makikitang mga functional consequences of binge eating disorder. So yung binge eating disorder associated with a range of functional consequences. Yung kasama na dito, yung social role adjustment, impaired of health-related quality of life, of life satisfaction, increase of medical morbidity or mortality, yung associated increase in health and care utilization compared to body mass index, yun na dapat nakukuha natin sa isang tao na dapat tamang timbang. It may be also be associated with the increase, no, with the weight gain and development of obesity. And dapat nakita din natin, no, dito sa binge eating disorder natin, no, yung pagtaas, no, ng makikita natin na yung obesity, no, kung saan consumptions of food, no, na given doon sa mga may obesity. Although this is not a disorder on categorization DSM-5, but it is one of the more dangerous epidemics na confronting of the worldwide today. And overweight someone is a given height greater than the risk to health na dapat na meron tayo. And yung cardiovascular disease is the one that greatly increase the prevalence of the widespread risk of the health conditions right now. Cardiovascular, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, yung mga gallbladder disease, respiratory disease, that is one of the widespread risk in the obesity one. And obesity uh, is one of the produced by consumption of great amount na calories than the expected or the expended energy that you are needed in the daily one or basis one na meron tayo. So yung characteristics niya, up to 70% of the US adults are overweight or over the 35% are obese, na makikita natin of some of the reports that they have discovered. And this is a worldwide problem that have been seen and the many years that there is in the urban rather in the rural settings. No? We have yung forms, uh, increased risk in urban because of course, yung mga urban places na have many foods that being uh, showcase or many foods been offered, unlike in the rural setting they are lesser because urban area are many or have a density of number of people who are eating or have offering of many luxury of foods, unlike with the uh, rural setting one na meron tayo. So we have here yung ating two forms of maladaptive eating patterns associated with obesity, yung binge eating and night eating syndrome na meron tayo. So yun yung ginagawa nila na day eating snacks heavily na meron tayo for obesity one. And obesity and binge eating that they eat a large amount of food. Increased risk of cardiovascular, that the one I have mentioned on you about the issue of eating of this one na meron tayo that is presently that you may be seen to them na pwede nating maisama. So, we have yung mga characteristics na yan for obesity that we have must be to look on that one na meron tayo. On the next one na meron tayo, we have yung sleep-wake disorders that inside also on the chapter of this disorder na meron tayo. It is important to note yung sleep-wake disorders natin are important to see doon sa part na yun kung saan makikita yung idea yung sleep-wake disorders na makikita natin of the sleeps of the people. So sleep is energizing and both mentally physically na kailangan natin that in order to compensate or to fulfill yung ating daily tasks. And even minor sleep deprivation over on only 24 hours impedes our ability to think clearly. That is important to note, like yung mga puyat that they're working in the night shift, and they are working at night. They are uh, uh, struggle and have a trouble with the ability to think clearly or to decide. And it affect yung cognition part or yung kanilang cognitive aspect of their life. So, sleep-wake disorder, yung meron tayo. So, we have here yung exploring sleep-wake disorder. It is characterized now by extreme disruption in the everyday lives of affected individuals. So, there are an important factor in many psychological disorders. So, that the one they use now as an evaluation to assess device is PSG or the polysomnographic one. This evaluate of the individual habit on their sleeps with various electronics tests that to measure airflow in their brain activity, eye movements, muscle movements, and heart. These are the that they have measured and result to weight the measure of sleep, of the efficiency, and the percentage of daytime that's spent in a day. So we have in two types here yung ating dysomnias at saka yung ating parasomnias. In the sleep-wake disorders, in exploring with that one, makikita natin nakaka-characterize yung extreme disruption in everyday lives of the individuals and an important factor in many psychological disorders. So yung ating dysomnias, makikita dito yung disturbances in the timing, pagtulog mo, yung amount, no, yung dami, yung quality, yung goodness ng pagtulog mo, nakikita doon, no, kung gaano. At dito naka-discover tayo yung mga disorders nga natin dito. And the sleep wake disorders are characterized in this group of dysomnias disorder or sleep wake disorders. So number one dito makikita natin yung disorder ng insomnia. So makikita din yung sa dysomnias na disturbances in the timing, amount, or quality of sleep na kung saan disturbances no of the not sufficiently no getting sleep with the average no na dapat kailangan. So dito makikita natin no yung ating yung insomnia disorder, difficulty initiating sleep no and difficulty maintaining sleep or non-restorative sleep po na meron tayo. And when we talk about the major dysomnias now, we have yung sleep-wake disorder prevalent now in the general population, and two types are disturbances of sleep no and the abnormal events such as nightmares, sleepwalking occur during our sleep na meron tayo. So here yung mga makikita natin na sinabi kanina, sleepwalking, narcolepsy, hypersomnolence, no, disruptions, no, sleep insomnia, and many more that inside of the dysomnias category disorder. So the formal assessment of using no to use to identify in these sleep disorders are yung PSG nga or the polysomnic monographic na evaluation. So yun yung nakita natin kanina. So in insomnias, we have yung characteristics no. Insomnia, we have include difficulty in sleeping, in the maintaining sleep or non-restorative sleep pa na meron tayo. That's an important to take note na meron tayo in the insomnia disorder. Or insomnia is one of the most called as common sleep-wake disorders of many, and this is being awake all the time, no, na makikita natin to a person, hindi makatulog, no? Hindi makatulog. So with this, yung tulog lang natin ay mga microsleep na tinatawag because parang tulog manok, no? Mababaw, masyadong maikli, no? And several for seconds no, or longer than no, with the minute one na meron tayo. In rare occurrences na in fatal familial insomnia, yung degenerative brain disorder, yun yung pwede maging result of the total lack of sleep eventually leads to death because our body needs no, a rest or sleep one na meron tayo. So, kailangan natin ng rest. So, we have yung common term na meron tayo na insomnia. So, to mean, ito yung ibig sabihin, not sleeping, yung insomnia, hindi makatulog. O hindi natulog na meron tayo. People are considered to have insomnia if they have yung trouble falling asleep at night. So, yung difficulty initiating sleep. So, like yung mga they wake no until mga 2 a.m. bago tutulog sila for a short period of hours and then they will wake up na early in the morning day. So, yun yung mga merong ganoon no na tsura ng sleep habit no or pattern no on their own. So, again, difficulty sleep of bedtime, no, or sleep at bedtime, or problem staying asleep throughout the night. So, medyo paputol-putol, merong hindi makatulog agad, or sleep does not result, no, yung person feeling rested even after normal amounts of sleep na meron tayo. So, pwede maging cause niya yung include ng pain, insufficient exercise, yung drug use, environmental, influence, anxiety, respiratory, no problems, biological vulnerability. So, yun yung mga pwede natin makita when we try to look no, of the causes no, na insomnia. So, we have in treatment, pwede kang medical, pwede psychological, no, or both, no, and the psychotherapy one as we want to explore or to cure no, this disorder. On the diagnostic criteria, makikita naman natin dito no yung mga yan na makikita sa insomnia. So we have in narcolepsy, characteristics include no, sudden daytime or onset of REM, no, na kung saan yun nga makikita natin yung sleep combined with catalepsy na meron tayong rapid loss of muscle tone, no, and yung hypersomnolence include abnormally excessive sleep and sleepiness, yung sobrang tulog o haba ng tulog pero after nun pagising nila still parang kulang pa rin or lacking pa rin yung kanilang tulog na meron tayo. So again, yung narcolepsy naman, no, sudden daytime onset ng REM sleep na meron, catalepsy. Yung narcolepsy, no, makikita natin na kung saan bilang pagbagsak, no, ng isang tao doon sa pagkakatulog niya na makikita natin na idea kung saan ay hindi niya na pipigilan, no, yung bagay na yon kung saan kahit ano o saang mang bagay na nangyayari yung part na yon na na idea, no, o o yung bagay na kung saan it lasts for a minutes, no, na kung saan proceed yung strong emotion, no, na kung saan pwedeng anger or happiness. And ayan, pagkatulog, no, na makikita natin sa isang tao. So yung kanyang episode pwede yung loss of muscle tone o maintain of the consciousness na participated, no, na tinatawag. So, pwede din yung spontaneous grimaces, no, or grimaces of jaw opening episodes of the tongue, no, trusting of global hypotonia na tinatawag without any obvious, no, emotional triggers na meron tayo. So, that's an important, no, to see, no, the person who have this one, no, yung sa narcolepsy na makikita natin. So, we have yung breathing related, no, disorders, no, na makikita natin who have this na are interrupted na during the sleep, often experiencing numerous brief arousal throughout the night and do not feel yung rested even after 8 to 9 hours sleep. Oh. And because of that, they disturbed, no, in sleep in daytime, no, or they may fatigue, no, resulting from hypoventilations. Yung circadian rhythm naman, yung characteristics include happiness, no, or sleepiness or insomnia one na meron tayo. Na kung saan yung idea ng circadian rhythm sleep disorders ko na meron tayo is disturbed, no, yung sleep natin, yung pwedeng insomnia or excessive sleepiness, no, yung hypersomnolence, no, in the day and brought, no, on the brain's ability to synchronize, no, its sleep patterns with the current patterns of the day and night. So parang naninibago ka on the time period, no, of you have sleeping, no, pattern that you have in the season, no, that you have experience in the past one na meron tayo. So, the parasomnias are the code na meron tayo dito that have described na pwede natin makita na kung saan yung abnormal behaviors na occur during sleep. So, katulad yung nightmares, sleep terrors, at saka sleepwalking. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin makita o malaman when we are dealing with these parasomnias, no, or the abnormal behavior during our sleep na pwede natin makita. So, that is an important thing to be understood when we are describing yung mga parasomnias na ideas. So, yung nightmares, so number one yan. So yung mga nightmares or nightmare disorders na occur, yung mga dream sleep, no, na tinatawag natin. And about mga 10 hanggang 50% ng children, no, at yung mga 9 to 30% naman sa adults, yung mga nakaka-experience ng ganito, no, palagian. So, dito makikita natin yung experience must be distressful, no? They may impair yung person's ability to carry on normal activities. They are really, no, afraid, no, or very, very phobic, no, with these nightmares na tinatawag nila. These nightmares are distinguished, no, from bad dreams na tinatawag or not wake up, no, as a result na meron tayo. So, pwedeng bangungot, no, or define also yung ganitong way is disturbing dreams to be awakened of the sleeper. So, pwede kang magising, no, habang sa kalagitnaan ng tulog mo for experiencing, no, a bad dream na meron tayo. So, makikita din natin yung sleepwalking, yung tinatawag na somnambulism, no, it is occur yung during sleep din naman natin, in which, no, means is makikita doon yung tao is naglalakad na in their sleep and they are probably not acting out a dream, no, one na meron tayo. So these are the abnormal behavior during the sleep na makikita natin in the deep stage of the sleep na meron tayo in the first few hours na ng pagkakatulog natin. And for sleepwalking, it requires daw yung person's leave the bed, no? Kailangan tumayo, maglakad. Although less active yung episodes niya, involves more motor behaviors, no? Such as yung sitting up in the bed or picking at the blanket, gesturing. So, pwede din yon, no? Because yung sleepwalking occurs during the deepest stage of the sleep naman, walking someone during the episode is difficult no na meron tayo. So, and if it is awakeness of she typically not remember what happened after the sleepwalk, no? Or the sleepwalking disorder one na meron tayo. So that is the important to take note with this concept na meron tayo. So, yung sleep terrors naman natin na tinatawag, the criteria on the disorder of arousal, it includes yung mga motor movements and behaviors during the sleep, no? Such as yung sleepwalking. And yung sleep terrors na tinatawag is commonly afflict children naman. So children usually yung mga nakaka-experience nito na kung saan yung piercing scream, no? And they have extremely upset and often sweating and frequently has a rapid heartbeat no after this one na meron tayong the sleep terrors as they uncomfortable no during the sleep na receive nila are the nightmare no na tinatawag. So yung mga sleep terrors na children are do not remember. So because of the often dramatic effect on the observer no meron tayong na makikita. So, yun yung mga pwede na ideas na makita in that one. So, uh, nothing to be followed, no, or to be discussed more about the idea of the exploring sleep-wake disorders and eating disorders. That will be the end of our discussion for this session. And thank you for listening and have you learned no something that being discussed inside of this topic. And thank you po. God bless us all.